everybody, it's Becky and I am back with another video for you. I mentioned it in my last video and I'm probably going to mention it in the next couple videos. I'm actually not at home. This is church and my daughters have a Awana on Wednesday nights, and so I thought now might be a nice time to film. I'm hoping nobody walks in. This is like the private, like the preschool rooms in the back, and it would be kind of embarrassing if anybody walked in, but this is not home. So just in case you're wondering where I am, that's where I am. But this video is about actually it's about a book and then some suggestions I have for building relationships with daughters and their fathers particularly. I mean, any of this stuff could pretty much be applied to daughters and mothers or sons and fathers. But this book in particular is 88 Great Daddy-Daughter Dates, and it's by Rob and Joanna Teigen. It's T-E-I-G-E-N. I think it's Teigen. It's just a really cute book, and I've got notes as usual. So, I mean, a girl's relationship with her father is very important. It helps to foster confidence, and, you know, it kind of helps a girl to realize how a man should treat her growing up, the type of mate that she should look for, in, you know, in her husband. And it helps them to earn a greater sense of acceptance and value. So it is really important for girls to have relationships with their father, because essentially it's kind of teaching her how to find the right man that you'd want her to have, you know, in her life when she gets older. So this book is really nice. It's an easy, well-organized format, and each date, which is really neat, each goes through the book. Well, let me go back. The first thing, the very beginning, it says 10 tips for a successful daddy-daughter date. And I was trying to find this in like a PDF that I could attach, but since I couldn't find it, I'm going to go ahead and read it to you just because I feel like they're very important. The first one is have fun. Leave your cares behind and just focus on your daughter. As much as possible, keep your smartphone put away. Don't try to talk to your daughter and text, answer email, surf the web at the same time. And that's a big one, because I get so tired of going out and seeing people with their kids and they're not talking to anybody. Nobody at the table is talking. Everybody's either on their phones or the parents are on their phones and the kids are sitting around looking bored. So I really feel like the technology and phones are doing families a big disservice. Really listen to your daughter. Don't be too quick to give your opinion or fix her issues. Seek to understand her more than to be understood. And that's a big deal. If you've read the book, I think it's Mars are from, let's see, Women Are From Mars, Men Are From Venus, that book. Is that the book it is? There's one of those men-women relationship books that talks about a woman when she tells a man something, like her husband, he instantly tries to fix her problem when really she just wants to vent about it and kind of get it off her shoulders. And that's kind of the same thing with even your daughter. As young as she is, it's the same thing. I mean, they don't always want to have their problem fixed. They just want somebody to listen and understand. Don't be afraid to redo or scrap any date that isn't working. As you know, with kids, there are moods involved and different personalities. If you've had an awesome time, try that date again and again. Be yourself. You don't have to pretend to love shopping at the mall, and she doesn't have to be thrilled about a football game. If the focus is on the time with each other rather than the entertainment, it's all good. Don't be overly task-oriented. The goal is to connect with your daughter, not to get through every detail in the book. You'll get more comfortable with all the material and dates the more often you do them. Set a goal to learn something new about your daughter every time you go out. Before you go out on dates, pray that God will prepare both of your hearts for the conversations you'll have and the memories you'll create. Build anticipation. Let your daughter know ahead of time that you're excited about spending time with her, and let her know it's a big deal for you. So what it does is it goes through the book, and obviously there's 88 different dates, so it tells what you're going to need. So like in this case, you'll need a coin, your daughter's favorite music, a car time or an egg timer, car keys, and money. And it tells you what to do on your date. And then after, it's really neat because it shows you, it has suggested follow-up topics to talk about, things to ask, what did you learn, what was your favorite part, your least favorite part, and things like that. And it offers further conversation starters, which I think is a big deal, because a lot of times I feel like some fathers don't know what to talk to their daughters about. I know it was always awkward for me growing up, and my dad would take me to school instead of my mom, and I wouldn't know what to say to him. You know, we wouldn't know what to talk about, and so we would just listen to the radio, and it was just really awkward. And so it's nice for dads that have that problem to kind of get conversation going. And then each date also has a Bible verse that relates to kind of the theme of the date. So like in this first one, the flip a coin date, it's where you flip a coin and determine where you're going to go. You just flip a coin and turn left, or flip a coin and turn right, depending on whether it was heads or tails. And so the Bible verse for that is Psalms 25, verse 4 through 5. It says, "Teach me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I will wait all day long. So it's just a really cute, comprehensive beginning, middle, end for each date, which is really nice. And I think this is a really great gift for a new dad or even an experienced dad that might not know what to do, to take your daughter out. Like I mentioned in some of my other videos, my mom and dad used to always, I have an older brother, and they would take one of us and we would have a date with just that one parent, and then we would switch, and the next time we would have a date with the other parent. And I think that's a really neat idea. It's something that we were trying to do with our girls. It's really hard because of my husband's work schedule, but I think it's an important thing to do. And it's amazing how much your kids, if you have multiple children, how different they are when they are by themselves and don't have their siblings around. Their personalities seem to change a lot more. So definitely a great gift, a great baby shower gift. Like if you're going to a baby shower and you're bringing the mom a gift and the baby a gift, maybe you could bring this for a dad. And it can also be done with really any family member. I mean, your grandfather, grandmother, moms and dads, pretty much anybody. But I think specifically for girls and dads, because that is a relationship that needs really needs to be worked on and fostered. So I'm going to go through some of my favorite tips of dates. I didn't list them all, but I have 21 on here. Some of them are from the book, and some of them are ones that I have already had thought about. So I'll read them to you. The number 1, make your own pizza and then decorate the kitchen like an Italian restaurant. You can get like the checkered tablecloth and have Italian music playing. I thought that would be fun. Film and act in a retelling of a book or a children's story. Go on a nighttime nature walk. Make your own bubbles, and the recipe is in here, but obviously you can figure that out probably. A treasure or scavenger hunt to find a small prize. That can be done in your home, in your backyard, or even a city scavenger hunt. It takes a little bit more planning, but you can go like, the clues have to lead you to like the mall or to the church or wherever. Make a time capsule and set a date to dig it back up. This is something I really want to do with my girls. I don't know if we'll do it at this house just because we're planning to move soon, but maybe. I mean, if we plan to dig it up every year, it might be something we could do maybe every 5 years or something. Or maybe when they graduate, that might be nice. Make your own parachutes. That's in this book. The DIY special treasure box. There are instructions in this book, but I've already done that with my girls, and we just have a shoe box that we wrapped with pretty wrapping paper and decorated it. And it's kind of like a hope chest. If you know what a hope chest is, it's like a box you collect things for when you get married or have your own home. But this is their special box, and they put things in there that mean things to them, like little trinkets and little cards their friends give them, or special notes that I write to them in their lunch and things like that. But there are instructions in the book for making a wooden one. You can also get ones that are pre-made at like Hobby Lobby. Lowe's or Home Depot, they offer craft clinics not every Saturday, but usually it's once a month on a Saturday morning, where it's different wood shop type things that are sometimes girl related, and that would be something fun to do. A donut breakfast with just you and your daughter. A Michael's craft class. I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Michael's does have craft classes every Saturday morning, and they're usually around $2. The class usually runs around 30 minutes, and of course you have to stay in the store. But if you check and see if your Michael's has the little craft room where they usually have birthday parties, they do have those craft classes, and they also do special summer classes too. Take her to work day. That's a good one. Stargazing at local planetariums. A picnic. A backyard camp out. Paint a flower pot and then go to Lowe's or wherever and get some flowers and plant those. Make a coupon book for their mom, like a love coupon book, like, I'll do the dishes one night after dinner, or different things like that. A video diary for mom. We actually, for Father's Day, my girls and I made a video. I made up all these interview questions, and I interviewed them with questions about their dad, and it was really funny to get their reactions. Duct tape crafts. There's all kinds of things you can make with duct tape. There's some different things in this book, and if I can find them all, I'll link some things down, some videos or something down below where you can look at more duct tape crafts. And also don't forget to look at the dollar store. When we were there the other day, they have duct tape, like cute duct tape, and also Dollar General had some. Father-daughter dance. I don't know, there's different organizations that do have them. We have one here that's specific to our area. But double check and see if your state has a father-daughter dance. It's a big deal, and you can get like little spa packages where they go and get their hair done first, and they get a pretty party dress. And it's just a really fun thing. This coming year will be the first year my girls have done it, so I think they're really going to like that. And then restaurant around the world is where you go through your town and like you get an appetizer from one kind of ethnic restaurant. Like you go to get an appetizer from an Italian restaurant, and then you get your entree from a Chinese restaurant, and your dessert from wherever, and you kind of go around town and do that. And I thought that would be really fun. So those are my suggestions. and the review of this book. It is a really good book. It's pretty short, and since it's not the kind of thing you would have to read start to finish, since you would probably go just date by date, but it is 215 pages. And there's also a spot in the back, which is 20 great daughter dates for you and your teenagers. So things that are a little bit more geared towards older kids. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. And please leave me any comments down below if you have suggestions for good daddy-daughter dates, because that's something that I do want to keep going on with my girls and my husband to do together with them. And please like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.